You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hey guys, what's going on? Rabid here. I hit the wrong button. There we go. So yeah, today is funny. You guys just said happy Tuesday, and I was like, isn't today Monday? And I was all messed up. Yes, today is Tuesday. It was a long weekend, at least for us in Canada. I'm sure you guys in the US as well. If you're overseas, UK or something, I'm not sure if you had the holiday or not. But regardless, it was a long weekend. Budweiser actually messaged me yesterday. He's like, I was getting ready for your Sunday live stream and found out it was Monday. So yeah, and as you know, I missed Saturday because we had a fair going on here. So everything was kind of crazy this week. We are getting closer to the end of the month, so we got to do more live streams and stuff because the views are definitely down, and you know, we got to be able to pay for our mining power. Anyway, let's take a look at the roll call here and see what's going on. We got Budweiser, Crypto Vaulters, Keith Betts, Andreas 23007, what's going on? Sling Buzz, Retro Mike, what's happening? Curtis Markham. We need the button. Budweiser, who I failed earlier already. And all right, I guess that's everybody. You know, slow day on YouTube, I looks think. Maybe we should have checked out Twitch or something. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have said that. They will give me a bad letter or something for mentioning that. Keith Betts says, Rab, vids are getting better and better. Good info. Hey, thanks a lot. It doesn't look like too many people were very enthused with looking at, you know, A2000s. It is kind of old news. I just finally got my hands on one, so I thought I'd share what I learned about it because, you know, that's about it. So we're gonna jump into actual HiveOS right here. We're gonna have a look. So as you can see, I am running 49.3 mega hash at 88 memory temps. When they sent this shunt modded GPU to me, they asked if I wanted the memory pads replaced. I said yes, obviously. We run this at normal settings that we do on our standard A2000. Our memory temps are only at like 60 degrees or something. So very, very good. So obviously memory pads versus, you know, maybe the copper mod. The copper mod is probably 2 or 3 times more expensive for around the same performance. And you're on a massive waiting list. So again, you know, just changing out the memory pads is a cheaper option for about the same performance. In my eyes, I don't know if you live in a desert, maybe you'll notice something else. I'm also only running, well, it says 73% on the fans now. My auto fan is set to 65. So I'm not having this thing cranked out at 100% either. If you know, past live streams, I mention it, previous videos, I mention it. Running 100% fans, which a lot of people seem to do, can cause future issues. One of them being more GPU maintenance. If you're running 100% fans, eventually your fans are going to wear out quite a bit faster than, you know, slowing them down to like 60, 65%. Again, you may need to run those fans faster depending where you live. Again, geography could come into play for that if you're overheating or seeing thermal throttling. Another thing is the power, or your fans also ride into your power limit. So if you have example, we're running absolute core clock, so we don't really dealing with that right now. But if you set a power limit, say minus 400, power limit of 120 or something, and you crank your fans up, that's coming out of your power limit. So you could be losing hash rate due to not having enough power to maintain the hash rate because the fans is taking that power away. So that's another thing to look at when trying to crank your fans up to 100%. So myself, like I said, I always run 65. So I'm happy with these numbers right now. This is an open air bench. It's on my test bench, all 4 of these GPUs. So we're not in an OCTOMINER. We would be seeing better temperatures if I was in the OCTOMINER or something, but 90 degrees on the standard A2000, 88, running at 5500 memory. Like, I think that's pretty good for just a thermal pad swap right here on this one. So that's not too bad. But yeah, I talked about that, how the shunt mod works and everything in this morning's video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But a quick sum up is essentially you're swapping over one of the capacitors there, bypassing it, and it's pretty much telling the PCB and the BIOS that you're only using half the power of what you actually are, which gives you the ability to increase your memory and core voltages much higher, or I guess, you know, double than what you previously would be. And allegedly there's no degradation going on within the GPU itself. It's within the parameters that it could do. Now the other thing is it's running on a single 6x16 PCI Express slot. Anywhere you look on Google, I'm trying to find information on it, But anywhere you look, all you see is 75 watts, 75 watts. It'll give the GPU up to 75 watts. And that's all everyone says. It's designated to give 75 watts, but it doesn't say the max capacity. So I'm assuming it can go safely above that, but there's no information really on it. So I'm still trying to find that aspect on it. You know, like, can it go up to 150? Can you get 200 watts out of a PCI Express slot and be okay? I guess it would also come down to the riser you're using or the motherboard and how it's set up. But there's a whole bunch of factors that do come into play here. But for the most part, we're only using about 96 watts or something when usually around 80 watts. There's only using like a little over extra 10 watts. But I want to talk a little bit before we start testing this about power supply efficiency. So you can see here, it's telling me in Hive OS 412.5 watts. Now this is pretty much what I am getting at the wall. At the wall, I don't have my camera set up, so you're gonna have to take my word for it. I'm at about 411.8. So very close. I was going in here and tweaking everything to get it right. So you can see down here, I did set this to 88% of the efficiency. Now, why did I choose 88? I wanted to match it up with what I have at the wall. I'm running at about 42% right now. It's 1100 watt power supply at saying at the wall, you know, 411 some. Software at 88% here is about, well, it just showed 412.5. So if we go into our actual efficiency chart, a gold is 90% at 50%. So if I get to 500 watts, I will be at 90%, which makes sense. I'm sitting at 88 and I'm just right there. I'm probably around, you know, something like 88.2% right now on my load limit on the PSU. So I'm sitting at 90%. So a titanium, for an example, is at 94%. Ethereum, we're not going to notice that much of a difference, but if you start moving into Raven coin and stuff, you could start saving decent power at the wall. So let's have a look. So right now, 90% at 50. We're at 88 right now. So let's just pretend we're actually have a 94% titanium rated power supply this very second. So I'm just going to turn this to 90. We're just going to double check what our actual number is though before we forget. I did write these down initially. So it's telling us 412.5 watts. Right here, you can see that. Scroll down, 412.5 watts. So if we were having a titanium rated power supply right now, we could pump this up to 94% at the 50% mark. So now this rig right now would be utilizing 385.1 watts if we were at 94% on a titanium rated PSU. So I didn't do the rest. So I'm gonna have to subtract this and figure out what that actually is. So we're going 412 here, 0.5 subtract 385.1. So that's a 27.4 watt difference for the same GPUs, just using a more efficient power supply up to a titanium rated. So 27.4 watts, it doesn't really seem like much right now, but let's just times that by 24 to get our kilowatt hours here. Or I guess 24 hours, we're going to divide that by 1,000 to get our kilowatt hours. Now I'm going to times that by 0.16, which is what I'm paying for power. I'm locked in at 6.5 cents at the power company, but I have distribution charges, and the more power you use, the higher it goes up. So this is where something like this would really make sense on me. Now where you are, if you have cheap power or something, it won't make as much sense, and if you're in Europe, this might make massive sense. But anyway, I'm at 16 cents per kilowatt hour total now because of it. We're going to times that. We're equal. That's about 10.5 cents a day. I'm going to times that by 31 for a month. So that's $3.26 a month. And then we're going to times that by 12. So per year, upgrading to the power supply on just this rig alone would save me $39.14. Now that's at 17 cents per kilowatt hour. Now picture this. If I was to swap all my rigs out to this and drop even more power, and if I was on Ravencoin, for an example, that uses more power, you will even see bigger savings. But on top of saving $40 per year, I would also probably drop my power from 16 cents down to potentially 15, 14, or even 13 cents, depending on the size of my farm and if I do it for everything. Now add that in, that's probably a couple $100 a year. That makes big, massive sense. If you want to run as efficient as possible as coming into here, obviously these PSUs would make these GPUs look that much more efficient as well. So just some quick numbers to kind of go by how a PSU alone can affect profitability on coins. You can see you know, how the power did drop just based on that. So I'm going to go back to the 88% now, because that is what I am currently kind of sitting at. So hopefully that kind of makes sense to you guys, pointing out a little bit of PSU efficiencies and how it works, and you know where to run your PSUs. Now if you're not sure where to run your PSU levels, you can see in here the percentages. So titanium, it doesn't look like they have really a rating. I'm assuming they're just 80% at the 10% as well. Through all these, I don't know why they're blank, but you can see the 20%, the 50% is the peak efficiency for all ATX PSUs by the looks of things, and then 100% is down a little more. So it looks like your 20 and your 100 is the same, where a titanium actually does decent at 20%, but again the 50% is that 94% range when you're only utilizing half of it. OCTOMINERs also make it fairly easy to kind of have an idea how much you're using. So I'm going to show you this part here as well. So actually I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to go to OCTOMINER 2 for an example, and where is my power consumption? So you can see right here. Can you guys see that? I might have to change my screen. Let's try this one. You guys can't see that at all. This is going to be too small. Anyway, so you're going to have to use this one. I'm sorry, I apologize. But you can see my power consumptions on each power supply. So as you know, the OCTOMINER X8, it has 4 750 watts. And on PSU 1, you can see I'm only at 128 watts, 131 watts, 136 watts, and 129 watts. So I could efficiently, like if I want to get more efficient, and I could take out potentially 2 of these power supplies and split it up between these two. Only run 2 for the rigs that I have in here currently. Only run 2 power supplies, and that'll bring it closer to the 50% mark and save me more power at the wall. So that's one thing I like about these OCTOMINERs as well. It's telling you how much of a load is on PSU, and you can swap out in power supplies just to get an idea of what to do. Now if I come over to the X12 here with my NVIDIA cards, I can see this has 3 1200 watt power supplies. So I have 595 watts in one, 568, and 607. So essentially, if I take PSU 2 offline, which has 607, it would add an extra 300 watts to the other 2 power supplies, which would put me actually touching this rig would do nothing, because if they're all 1200 watt power supplies, 600 watts is the 50%, and I'm pretty much at the 600 watt limit. So this one is running within optimal range right now. 595 watts, 568, and 607. We're at 50% about on all 3 power supplies. So we're running this rig, you know, at optimal efficiency. But again, on the OCTOMINER 2, I should probably pull out 2 of those 750 watts for the rigs, the cards that are in here, and I will lose power at the wall. One, I'm losing power because running 2 of these are usually around 15 to 20 watts just for the PSU itself to be on, and then you're spreading out that to run these 2 at the peak efficiency. So I'm probably going to do that later. We'll see how it does, but I just wanted to point out these PSU efficiencies and, you know, little things you can do to help your power consumptions at the wall. So hopefully that kind of makes sense for that. What is the link for that page? Which page are, oh, the PSU efficiency page, this one? Right here, I'll send that to you guys. Copy. Here's the PSU efficiency page, if that's what you guys are referring to. So right there. Hopefully that helps some of you guys out so you can kind of know where to level. Because, you know, one thing, it's, you know, buy a power supply, do this. And that's why we know we have the 4000 series GPUs coming out soon. And you have 2200 watt ATX power supplies coming out. Some people are like, why do you need a 2200 watt power supply? You look on Reddit or gaming builds and stuff like that. People are like, can I still run this? I have an 800 watt power supply. People are like, yeah, it's within the limits. You'll be at about 700 watts on an 800 watt power supply. You're like, you know, you look at this and you're like, yeah, it makes sense. You can run it, you know, allegedly. You're not running it very efficiently. That's why we do see these 2200 watt power supplies coming out for the 4000 series. As you know, they have TDPs of up to like the 4090 or something. It's like 650 watts. So we're going to have to run, you know, 50% is 1000 watts. You add in these next gen Ryzen CPUs. When you're gaming, you're using a lot more power too as well, because you're overclocking and trying to max everything out and stuff, and really you don't need to with any of this hardware. It doesn't really affect your gaming. Once you're over, you know, a certain amount of frames per second, you don't need more. It looks cool on paper and to screenshot to people, but it doesn't do anything for you, so it makes no sense. Regardless, with these new GPUs and everything and new CPUs and everything that's coming out, we need bigger power supplies to run at that 50% optimal range to be the most efficient. So yeah, so there's just a few quick points out there for you guys. Anyway, what's the recommended storage space for Hive OS? You only need like 7 megabytes or 7 gigabytes. It's 7 gigabytes, 7.5 or something. So, you know, you could use a 20 gigabyte drive. You can use a 10 gigabyte drive SSD or something and get away with it. But the majority of them now, the cheap ones, are already only like 120 for 120 gigabytes. They're like $30, which like 5-10 years ago, 6 years ago, that was what a USB drive used to cost. So SSDs, small SSDs, have definitely came down in price since, you know, over the years. So 120 gigabytes seems to be the standard if you want to run an SSD. But yeah, you only need like 7.5 gigabytes to actually flash Hive OS onto a drive. So hopefully that answers your question. You can get away with a 10 gigabyte drive easily and, you know, still have a couple gigabytes there for space. Well, but hey, Keith Bats, have fun at work. Hopefully you have a better day. Who knows? Maybe you love work and it'll be a good day anyway. But thank you for showing up here. Let's see what we got going on. All right, let's do some testing. So we're gonna do some testing here. If you guys saw the video, I did test Ethereum Classic as well as Ethereum. Obviously, the hash rates were exactly the same, but we're gonna try Flux right now, and I kind of want to show you something on what's going down. So I'm gonna kill this flight sheet. I'm gonna shut it down. No more flight sheet. Let's go into overview. And some of you guys mentioned earlier, you know, like they did say on their website, and I even went through it in my video, is, you know, it's for memory intensive type of algorithms. But the thing with this is, I think I know what's going on, but I don't know for sure. But because everything is done by half, so I got to punch in my overclock settings here. Where's my A2000s? Right here is where they are. So I'm looking for my A2000 settings, Flux. So let's see here. 200 core, 5, is that right? A2000 hash rates. Oh, Flux is down here. Where are we at? So 400 core minus 500 on the memory. So we gotta just put that in here quick. 400 core minus 500 memory. Apply. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the Shunt Modded one. 400 core minus 500 memory. And remember, if you're unfamiliar which one's which to keep an eye on, GPU 3 is the Shunt Modded GPU here. Now I just got to get my overclocks for my 3060s. Here is 1290 1000. All right, 1290 1000. Where is Hive OS? 1290 1000. 1290 1000. You know, I should just have profiles for this, but I wasn't prepared for this operation. If you're unfamiliar with profiles, it's super fast overclocking. You pretty much save a template and it's just one button clicks. Flux profile, F profile, boom, boom, it auto loads it all. So that's a thing you can do within Hive OS. I do have previous videos on it. But let's load up Flux now and see what happens. Where is my Flux flight sheet? Flux mini Z miner. Okay, yeah, engage. Engaging miner G little OG thingamajigger. All right, we're gonna go to test bench. We're gonna go to miner. Once the miner loads, we'll see what happens here. There we go. The miner is loading. You guys can't really see anything yet, so I'll just go to this screen until it gets to the bottom. So I was doing this exact same settings, and GPU 3 had memory errors, and it literally died. Like, it wouldn't mine at all with these settings, which brings me in. It's probably thinking doesn't have enough voltage. So we're just gonna see here, see if it actually does its thing here in the first place, if it works, but I don't know 100%. So we're letting this thing load up. Can you guys see? Oh yeah, oh, and there we go. We already have the fatal error. GPU 3 CUDA error. An illegal memory access was encountered. Line 300. Now it's gonna restart and do its thing over again. But you can see, I'll just go back to that. So you see that? A fatal you guys can't see that. It's red right up here. Fatal GPU CUDA error, illegal memory access was encountered, line 300, and that's GPU 3. And remember, GPU 3 is our Shunt Modded GPU right here. So it's getting memory errors. Now, you did see that video. The only thing I can come to is we cannot use settings this low. It's probably not thinking it even has enough voltages to run at this point. So we probably have to crank it up a little bit to get this thing rolling. I'm just gonna let it do its running through one more time just to see. Oh, there we already got the error again. There we go. Unspecified launch error now, so CUDA error. So this thing is getting all sorts of errors. That is the shunt modded. So we're gonna have to change some overclock settings here. So I don't know what to do. We're just gonna go straight to. I didn't really play around with this, so we're playing around with this thing together right now because I was just messing around with this earlier. I was like, oh my god, we're having issues, so let's go live and play with this thing. So that's where we're at this point in time. So I'm assuming we need more power, so I'm just gonna go. I don't even know. Let's try 1000 memory, 1155 core. Like, we just need more. I'm guessing it just thinks it needs more power. It doesn't have enough power to run. So I don't know if it just crashed on us because now it's not restarting this time. So hopefully I may have to just reboot this rig. It looks like it does not even want to recover this time. It literally just exploded on us. Come on. Shunt modded Flux explosions are happening right now. Oh, unable to set fan speeds. Oh my gosh, we're getting errors all over the place. Restart. Yeah, I'm hanging out. We're definitely, I'm gonna hard reboot this thing. You can't even get into it at this point. All right, I just hit the power switch, so we gotta wait for this thing to redo its thing. We're rebooting it, but at least we have these overclock settings on now because these ones do not work. So we need a whole new set of overclocking type of settings to utilize this thing. So previous A2000 settings are not going to work. You know, at least on Flux. I don't know if it's, I haven't tried Raven or anything else yet. I just ran into this error. I'm like, all right, let's go live. Let's talk about this. You know, we're seeing some major issues here. It's not that it's just not doing as good or we're not getting a boost. It's not working at all on Flux. So let's see what happens. Let's try to fix this thing. Let's try to find some settings and see what this thing can actually do. Now, at the very least, hopefully, we can at least run the same hash rates as a non-shunt modded A2000. Because realistically, who cares about ETH algorithms? You know, I haven't tried Ergo yet. Maybe it'll work on Ergo. We'll see. But I think that the CEO guy even told me that it doesn't really show a performance boost on Ergo. So I don't know, we have to try that as well to see what happens. But for now, this is where we're at. So it is rebooting currently. We'll just wait for the new login to come in to see what happens on the test bench here. It should say connect as soon as it establishes connection. I have not purchased from PC Canada. Actually, what are they asking for? How much are they? I have not ordered from them. I can't afford anything right now, or I try, but no, I have not ordered from them. So let's see if the miner's starting up again yet. Whoa, glitch fast. Miner, nope. One of these days, take a few seconds, give it a little time to think. There we go. We're engaging, so let's see if we can get through a couple DAG loads here without crashing. 660. Wow, that's a good price. That's cheaper than Lovana or whatever by 20 bucks. Because I paid 680 for mine, and that was a decent deal. So that's even cheaper. So yeah, I don't know. What's their shipping? Maybe their shipping makes it more expensive. But you know, straight out for the card, that is a decent price for sure. But at the same time, I'm really liking these 3060s though. They're $100 cheaper than an A2000. They're obviously not as efficient as an A2000, but you know, ever since the LHR unlocker and all this stuff, they perform very well. So I'm really liking them, and they're like $100 cheaper. So, oh, looks like we're loading now, guys. We're getting some progress. So we're not crashing all over the place. So there are things happening that's positive currently. Let's just see what they are. So what's our hash rates though? Do we have hash rates yet? Okay, our hash rate. Let's see if it balances. We're not doing very well in the hash rate department. We are definitely less hash rate right now. What? 31 to 24. We need some tweaking here, guys. We definitely need some tweaking. And one thing I want to point out as well. I know we're only getting 28.7 souls on these 3060s, but when we were testing Flux on these 3060s, it uses less power than Ethereum. It uses less power than even Ergo. If you're familiar with Ergo mining, it uses less power, less heat, everything than Ethereum and ETH algorithms. And Flux is actually even more efficient than Ergo which is what I found, at least with these settings. I'm only like 80 some watts at the wall right now. 85 in our previous testing right now. My total system right now is 320 watts at the wall for all 4 of these cards. That's insane. We're under 100 watts on every card right now, currently. So very, very efficient algorithm Flux with these 3060s. Now, if you go to what to mine, it says you should be getting about 36 souls for 140 watts. You know, I'm like, ooh, 140 watts, man, that's gonna kill my power. I found these settings, it's only 28.5 souls or something, but we're only at like 80 some watts at the wall, like 84 or something. I can't remember the exact number. Actually, we do have the exact number in our GPU test. We look at Flux right here. It is 83.4 watts at the wall with a 3060 at 28 souls. That's highly efficient. Amazing. That's great. I love it. So technically, you can say Flux is more efficient than Ethereum and Ergo on 3060s. I'm going to get into testing my 3060 Ti's, 3070s, the 3080, the 3090, and see if we can find some efficient numbers. Because right now, I'm really liking the idea that Flux uses less power. And, you know, everyone's been pushing how it's such a core intensive algorithm and it uses more power. Well, so far in my findings, we're using less. Anyway, regardless, let's just see what we got for hash rates now. We're picking up 25. We are definitely not performing, guys. Maybe we need a lot more core clock. Let's just try the 400. Let's see what happens if we'll do the 400. We're going to use the exact same core. Hopefully it was just a memory issue. So if this crashes again, then we know it's a core issue. But technically at 400, we're plus 400 on the core right now on this A2000. So let's just hope we gain some hash rates here. 30.45 though. 30.45. What was Flux? We are higher. Look at this. My previous test, Mini Z, 25.64. GMiner, I was getting 28.10. But we're at 30 right now with Mini Z. Now, this also brings in more speculation and stuff. As we know, Flux is supposed to be ASIC resistant, correct? Am I wrong on that aspect? It's promoted as ASIC resistant, right? And Kapow's ASIC resistant, ProgPow, Furo, all these are ASIC resistant. Now, ASICs are made to mine a single algorithm. So to maintain ASIC resistance, you have to constantly be fluctuating your hash rate to mini algorithms. That's why I'm thinking Flux, just like Ravencoin, no one really talks about it, but it's true. Kapow, ProgPow, FuroPow, all these pows, the pow ones, you know, they all change their hash rate around. And they have mini algorithms like Flux, like Ravencoin and stuff. It's only like 4 or 5 mini algos, but it changes. So there are different hash rates within that. So just going out saying this setting will get you this hash rate is 100% wrong. We don't know realistically real hash rates on any of these coins because every time you try it, they're going to be different because of these mini algorithms. So running to what to mine saying I should get this for this doesn't necessarily mean it's the case. You could be using more power, you could be using less power, you get more hash rate, less hash rate, because that the algorithm is slightly switching. And I have been noticing this, that I have tried Flux 2 or 3 different times now, and each time was different hash rate. So it's really bringing me to the idea that obviously Flux is using the same type of mentality where they're slowly switching within mini algorithms. I don't hear anybody mention this or say anything. Usually it says this card will get this amount of mega hash on this coin. This is the mega hash on Flux. This is your mega hash on Ravencoin. But that's not the case. It's going to be different all the time. So I don't know. Things are very, very tricky going on. I don't know what's going on here, but this is what I'm noticing through just, you know, a couple tests that I have done so far. And I haven't done that many on. Oh, we just died. What died on us? We just blew up, guys. We just blew up. So was it the 400 core? CUDA arrow. GPU 2 and 3 blew up. Interesting. I had 2 GPUs blow up just now. Look at that. GPU 2 and 3 both had CUDA arrows, but it was at the 400 core limit. Huh. My other GPU never had this issue before, and it ran for days. Okay, so we need to do some serious other tweaking now, guys. What are we gonna do now? I was not expecting this. I was at least expecting GPU 2 to remain stable the whole time, but now it didn't. So we got multiple issues here. Let's more memory. Let's just try 0 memory. Like, I don't know. But this one, maybe it's a core thing. Might have to drop the core back a little bit. I don't know. So I don't know. Let's go 350 and 350. And I don't know. Let's pump the memory up. Okay, hopefully. I don't know if we have to reboot again. Are we starting? Yes, we are starting. You guys can see there. So we're not fully crashed. So that's good. We're not completely destroyed. I'm afraid to change my A2000 cards to another algo other than ETH. Well, you can slip, like, I know the big go-to is, you know, Ethereum Classic. Same overclock, same whatevers, move on over. Ergo does work for the same Ethereum settings for most of the cards as well. Keep that in mind. Ergo could be an easy transition as well. I find that most of my GPUs perform very well with my Ethereum settings. Obviously, there's always more tweaking to do. I'm sure lots going to come once Ethereum is gone. I don't know if any of those tweaking is going to come from me, because my GPUs are probably going to be shut off. I'll probably throw one on the test bench. We'll be testing stuff, but when it comes to profitability, GPUs aren't going to have it. That's really, I 100% really believe that. So actually, I've been talking about this a little while in Discord and stuff. I'm also thinking about when I hit my next BTC payout with my CPUs, I'm probably, just the way the market's been crashing and stuff, I'm probably going to shut my CPUs off for a while. And I have a strategy. Don't worry. I'm not selling anything. I'm not getting rid of anything. I'm probably going to turn my CPUs off because they're using, I don't know, 1100 watts or something like that. That will drop my power price. Like, I'll go from that 16 cents per kilowatt hour probably down to, you know, 12, 13 cents per kilowatt hour. Maintain that on my GPUs. I'll be saving that much more because of it. Once Ethereum is gone, my GPUs are going to be off and my CPUs will be back on. So I'm going to do that transition because I really don't see GPUs doing anything once Ethereum is gone. Like, they will do something again in the future, but the way it sits right now, none of these coins are worth mining. There's no super usability on Flux. Is our main next go-to, but the current market, you know, it's crashing and Flux is dropping faster than the other coins for some reason. They do have some announcements coming up. I believe they have a new asset coming out tomorrow, which they're going to announce, but who knows what it is yet. But for the most part, nothing can handle the hash rate. The difficulty is going to skyrocket and I'll be shutting my GPUs off. I'm prepared for it mentally, everything ready, gone. See you later, GPUs. CPUs will go back on at that time. And then we'll just have to watch the market, do testing here and there. And that's pretty much how it's going to play out for me. No, I'm not giving away. I'm going to keep them because remember, we still have more bull runs to come. You know, 2025, you know, maybe it'll be worth turning them on again. Or hopefully sooner. Obviously, we hope sooner. What do we got? 3060 Ti is more efficient. 3060 Ti is more efficient than what? If you had to choose between a 3060 Ti or 3070 Ti, what would you pick? I would choose, oh yeah, is that what we're going through? I would choose the 3060 Ti probably over the 3070 Ti, but I do not have a 3070 Ti to really test on other coins. Remember, we're not talking about Ethereum anymore. Ethereum's going to be gone here probably within the next 3 months. It's a high potential that by the end of summer, there's no more Ethereum. So we got to look into other coins, and other coins, they can't handle the hash rate. It's just that easy. So I don't know what to use, honestly. A2000s, and I don't know. That's about it. That's probably the only GPU I would look for at this point in time for after Ethereum. Then, you know, it comes down to higher efficient power supplies, you know, running everything within its efficient limits, potentially getting solar. I don't know. Do whatever you can do to keep them power costs down. Anyways, this thing crashed. Refresh. Oh, I think we're still crashed. We're just talking away and nothing's happening. All right, we're going to have to reboot this thing yet again. Power off. While we're waiting for that to reboot, let's have a look at this. So ETC is, you know, a nice transition from Ethereum miners. Same settings, same everything. You just swap algorithms, bam, set up a new flight sheet, or you already have one. You just hit engage and then you're up and mining Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic has had some pumps the last couple of days, which is interesting. No idea why, but it's been a thing. But I don't think GPUs are going to be able to handle Ethereum Classic. Look at this. Look what just came out. This just dropped, I think, like today or last night. And yes, it's fairly expensive. You're looking at it's about 48.76. You're like, oh my gosh, that is expensive. But realistically, it's not really that expensive. This is in USD funds right now. Do they have Canadian funds? I can maybe make it. Yeah, Canadian. So 62. So I guess that's a little high, but you know, in the bull run, everyone was all for it. People were buying 3090s for mining. Think about that. This is about the price of about 2.5 3090s. All right, 2.5 3090s. Bull run, people, I have no problem. I'll buy 3090s. I'll buy 3090s. 123 mega hash. Awesome, rolling. 300 some watts. I'm making cash. Look at this thing, guys. For about the price of 2.5 3090s, you're getting 300 mega hash. That is more. That's about 2.5 3090s worth of hash rate for the power consumption of a 3080. So 25% less of a power consumption of a single 3090 for about the hash rate of 2.5 3090s for about the price of 2.5 3090s. The price doesn't look too bad anymore. If you really think ETC is going to be the next go-to for GPU miners and stuff, you're very wrong. But if you really think ETC is going to pump, I highly urge people to probably start looking into ASICs because there's more and more coming out every day. A couple weeks ago, we got the, what is it? The 200 mega hash for 120 watt ETC mini G2 box. We got the Jazz miners. All these things are Ethereum Classic equipped, and there's still more coming. So I don't know. GPUs do not have a spot. My honest opinion, do not have a spot on Ethereum Classic anymore. They might not even have a spot on Ethash anymore because of all these ASICs that are coming out. So in my mind, this is actually a decent price. Seriously, 2.5 3090s for the power consumption, or for the power consumption of like a 3080 and the hash rate of 2.5 3090s. Sitting on Ethereum Classic. This is extremely efficient, guys. This thing, and you know, next bull run, you stack up them ETC coins, and if ETC does pump like a lot of you guys think it's going to, this thing's making nothing but bank. So crazy. Like, that's just one. There's a lot more coming too. So I really think if as a GPU miner, you're like, I'm gonna go to ETC, it's not in the options. It's not. Sure, you can swap to it, but you can't compete with the efficiency of that. You just can't. And, you know, mining farms, they might buy those things too. You can't compete against ASICs and 2 cents power, let alone, you know, GPUs on 2 cents power. So, you know, things are definitely going to be changing. Ravencoin, it doesn't have a chance. It needs such a, I don't even know, like the prices got to go so high for anything to, I don't know. GPUs are going to be turned off, guys. GPUs are going to be shut off. That's all I got to say. Like, I don't know how more blunt to put it is. This thing, it's going to get very bad. Anyway, regardless, everything's blowing up on me now. Oh my gosh. Nothing is working. Oh yeah, I didn't even turn it back on. We're talking about ASICs and then okay, now it's rebooting. Let's see what happens now. Would you mine TON now? 17 days left. I don't know. Actually, yeah, it's running out. TON coin's almost gone. There goes dual mining. Now think of it. Now I know Lithium's been out there, but all those TON coin dual miners are probably going to move to a Lithium. What happens at that point? Higher and higher difficulty. Any way you look at this, the difficulty is just going up. So do you buy GPUs? The prices are looking great. Awesome. They're looking amazing. I'm going to go buy GPUs because the prices are good. There's no point in buying a GPU if it's not going to make you anything. Like, seriously. User. It's going to turn into, I know a lot of people like to hodl their crypto, right? You mine your crypto, you hodl it. So if you buy GPUs right now, it's good for a future investment. You're not going to get any returns on it till you turn it back on in 2025. So you're hodling your hardware now for the next bull run, and hopefully, you know, one of these coins explode. Same time, we don't even know. The next coin that we all move to as GPU miners, it might not even be here yet. Our savior might not even be here at this point in time. That could still be a thing. No idea. But there's so much turmoil coming out now. And I don't know. I always shake my head. I really see, you know, I'm buying GPUs. Guys, don't do it. Don't fall into that trap. Yeah, you know, it might look good on a video or something, but realistically, you're not going to make anything. You're going to be losing. And what's going on here? It looks like we got some increased hash rate. We're hit 31 here. 34. I don't know what's happening. It must just be a quick glitch. As you know, on Ethereum, I seen one of these A2000s on Ethereum on the quick startup DAG file load here when it throws out its first hash rate of like 100 mega hash once. Imagine that, an A2000 pulling 100 mega hash for 90 watts. That'd be insane. That's not what you're getting, but we're picking up. So this is good. We're definitely seeing improvements here. So they're close. They're not a big gap like we saw earlier. Like, what were we, 21 souls versus 30 souls and then crashed. But we're doing this. We're decent here with these settings. So that's nice. That's nice. Original settings, memory issues. We're dropping off a little bit. Let's see what happens. What's going on in live chat? I've kind of been just ranting like I usually do. I guess that's what we do. We just rant around here, right? I wanted to just do a random live stream at first, just hang out. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We're not really going to talk about anything. We'll just hang out. We'll just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So tomorrow, maybe we'll just do a, what should we call it? We need a name for this. Random something. Nothing and a lot. What'd I miss? Not too much, Red Putts. Nothing and a lot. Yeah, you missed really nothing, but at the same time, you missed a massive load of information. Or not. I don't know. Yay, random talk live. Random chat. Yeah. My rabbit just passed away looking at me and went under the couch. What? Your rabbit just passed away looking at you and went under the couch? Oh, passed by. Never mind. I totally read that wrong. That means two totally different things. Passed away and passed by. Wow. Wow. If the GPUs from ETH go to others, it will, well, more hash everywhere. Well, when the rig crashed, my Wi-Fi went down. I believe in the GPUs. Other coins will take over. ETH will fall. There you go, MAVlet. You know what? We all got to keep our heads high. Obviously, we got to keep moving forward, keep our heads high. But I really, heads high there, you know. But I really believe diversity is going to be the next big thing. Right now, it's like you buy a GPU, you put it on Ethereum, you set it and forget it. That's pretty much it. You know, after that, it's going to be a whole lot of swapping coins all the time, moving around, hoping the coin you're mining maybe is the one to explode in the future. We don't know. The other option is NiceHash and mining rig rentals, platforms like that. I really urge a lot of you guys to stay away from that. But obviously, you know, who cares what I think? But I really think NiceHash and these platforms, they're going to hurt everybody. I really think so. So this is kind of what I foresee happening, because there's a lot of comments saying, I'm just going to go to NiceHash. I'm just going to go to this. People don't care. If the profits are there, people are going to go there. I said in the past, I was involved in a 51% Ethereum Classic attack a couple years back. Red Panda Mining was involved in one of those, probably the same attack I was. I don't know. I was sitting there. I was checking out NiceHash. I had a 3060. I had a 2060 KO mining on NiceHash in my gaming PC. And next thing I know, I went from like $1.20 per day up to $3.80 or something on this single 2060 2 years ago. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Awesome. We're on Dagger Hashimoto. We're mining like crazy. You know, profits are good. And then a couple days later, we find out that Ethereum Classic got 51% attacked. Again, that happened through NiceHash and other mining rig rentals. Someone, you know, with deep pockets, they came in, they rented all the hash rate that these rentals had, pointed it all at Ethereum Classic, did a 51% attack. And now that is why we are seeing all these, what are they called? You know, we're seeing like 2-week confirmations. You send Ethereum Classic, you get a payout in Ethereum Classic. Your deposit is requested, you don't actually get it for like 2 weeks. It's some crazy amount. I can't remember the transactions or the confirmations, but it's a lot. So it takes like a week, 2 weeks to actually get your Ethereum Classic. A long time. Now, hopefully they can start fixing that now, because they are getting stronger networks, harder to attack. But once a whole bunch of users move over to something like that, who's to say someone doesn't come in and start pointing Ravencoin, pointing at this? And what are the after effects of 51% attacks? Well, if it happens enough times, you can get delisted. Imagine Ethereum Classic pulled off all the exchanges. Imagine Ravencoin, imagine Flux or something, pulled off all the exchanges. Now Flux does have nodes, so you know they probably got some backup security there, but just look at Ergo and Ravencoin and Ethereum Classic and whatever else. What if these coins get delisted because they get attacked because you were on NiceHash? Yeah, you had a nice payout one day, but now these coins are no longer there to mine because they got delisted or they increase all the confirmations by 2 or 3 weeks. What kind of investors want to go invest in that now, because now your transactions are super slow? So these are side effects of attacks, and people moving onto mining rig rental platforms like Mining Rig Rentals is one, NiceHash is a big one, utilizing those. And if enough hash rate utilizes onto those and someone decides to point to something, you could cause an attack and literally kill that coin. So that's why I urge people to stay away from NiceHash and stuff. But again, you know what? It doesn't mean people aren't going to do it. Some people just don't care. If it's profitable at the time, it's profitable at the time, right? That's all that matters to, you know, a lot of people at the time. So got to keep that kind of in mind about using platforms like that. Oh, we got a chump change raid incoming, guys. Incoming, guys. Everyone buckle your seatbelts. Be prepared. It's going to be turbulent. And I don't know what else to say about that operation. Anyway, are we still rolling here? Are we still crashing? We're not crashing anymore. Oh, we are. Hey, we're a little bit up. We're actually winning now, guys. Look at that. We're at 31.5, where our non-modded is at 30.6. So that's good. We didn't even do any tweaking yet. We just found something that would last longer than 5 seconds. So we're going longer. So we didn't crash. For those, now if the riffraff shows up, the riffraff. Oh, you guys are all insane. I tell you. So if you guys are just tuning in, coming in from the raid or something. So originally, our original settings of like 400 core and minus 500 on the memory. Our Shunt Modded A2000 was getting memory errors. It was exploding, blowing up all over the place. There was smoke and fire everywhere. Oh, it was insane, guys. It was insane. I'm just kidding. There was no fire or smoke. It was just crashing due to memory errors. And we did drop the video, and we were talking about, you know, what could be the issue with this is because it might not think it has enough voltages or power delivery to it. Because what the shunt mod does do is it divides that pretty much by 50%. Half the power is actually being distributed, or is actually being reported to the PCB and BIOS than what's actually being delivered, giving you the capabilities of times 2ing and doubling up that memory and everything. So here, with those old settings, it might think it didn't have enough power and it didn't want to run with our original settings. So we did crank up our memory actually a little bit to 1,000 from minus 500, and we seem to be stable a little bit so far. We still have a bunch of tweaking we got to do here. Oh no, we just got the error. Right when I talk about it, we're crashing like crazy. All right, failed. We just got the error. GPU 3 again. Illegal memory access was encountered. Line 300. So we're getting the same error. It just happened. So looks like, I don't know, we probably got to pump that memory up some more. So let's go to 2,000. 1,000 memory, GPU 2 or GPU 3. And as you can see, GPU 3, this is the Shunt Modded A2000. And we're still getting the memory errors. All right, so hopefully, come on. Hopefully it just restarts again and we don't have to. Oh, I think it's starting again. 1, 2, yes, I think. We got hash rates. All right, we're picking back up. That's good. So now it seems to take like 5 or 10 minutes for it to crash. So this could take a while to figure out what we actually need here. So anyway, we're at the 2,000 mark now on the memory and we're rolling. Try a different miner. We could try a different miner. Yeah. Previously I did notice, like with the A2000s, Gminer did outperform Mini Z, but then in the last test, Mini Z was outperforming Gminer on our last stream. But then it led me to the other equation, which we kind of talked about earlier already, but we have some new people here. That Flux, I think, is obviously ASIC resistant. So there's many algorithms within it, like Ravencoin, like FearoPow, and all the, you know, the Prog Pows, the FearoPows, the Pows, and all the Pows that follow with the Pows. That we potentially have mini algorithms within Flux as well. And what happens with mini algorithms? If you're a CPU miner, you know about Raptorium, 20 mini algorithms, 20 different hash rates, 20 different power consumptions. Here, I believe there's only like 4 or 5 in something like Ravencoin or Pow. I don't know how many is in Flux, but I have tried it 3 or 4 different times, and each time has been a different hash rate initially, and then it fluctuates. So, you know, we're seeing mini algorithms within Flux as well. So we're always seeing different hash rates, which I find interesting. So I don't know, but we are up. So look at 32.41, 31.44, 45. Gminer is working great with my 1080 cards on Flux. Nice. So, you know, I can swap that over. Let's just see if we can get something stable here. Looks like we're doing good again. right here. Turn it on so you can see we're doing not too bad in the Flux department. I don't know what we could actually max this thing out at too. We should just crank this to what, 8,000 memory, see what happens. It's gonna crash, guys. It's gonna crash. It won't do 8. I think the highest I got to it on Ethereum was about 6,500 memory, but it did want to get a little warm. MC living the dream. MB miner on Flux. It's a gooder. It's good now. Has there been an update? I have some updates here. What are the updates? MB miner, extended ETH LHR unlocker. Okay, more unlocker stuff. We don't really care about unlockers anymore. I'm still using the original MB miner, and it's actually, I'm using T-Rex, and it's just fine. In Windows, I find MB miner to be a little more stable than T-Rex, but I'm still using the 41 MB miner, and I have no issues with it whatsoever. But regardless, you know, everyone has different use cases and issues depending on what you're doing. But there is a new T-Rex, so that's good. LOL, B miner, BZ miner. I think this, okay, I don't know. There's a rumor there's a word on the street. Word on the street is there's a rumor. Now I know NiceHash was the original unlocker, aka I don't know if they just bought it or all the miners went in together. NiceHash had the biggest cut, so they got it first type of operation. What's going on here? I think that's probably what legitly happened in the background, is they all got together and they finally bought it, because we know it came from the hack and all this stuff. Anyway, regardless, there were rumors that BZ miner, I think it's BZ miner, actually found this about a month before NiceHash actually released it. They just thought, they kind of stumbled upon it allegedly by accident, and they thought it was a bug that they were reporting, you know, pretty much non-LHR numbers, and okay, we got to fix this, yada yada. And then I guess time goes by, and then NiceHash releases this. So I don't know how much truth is to this whole story, but that's just what I've been hearing down the grapevine, that initially BZ miner was the #1. They just never released anything. So that could just be, you know, obviously a story. We did it first, but whatever. Why didn't you release it? You know, it doesn't make any sense. You can crank your dev fee to 5%, release it, and be like, thank you, everyone wants this because it's a LHR unlocker. But I don't know how much truth there is to that, but that's just what I heard. But very interesting for sure. I thought it'd be very interesting. I thought I'd share that and point that out to you guys. So I don't know if there's any truth, but if it is, that is kind of cool. And then it makes you wonder, did they buy the LHR unlocker? Did they legitly figure it out? Like, somewhere down the grapevine, somebody probably paid the hackers. I think so. As we know, NiceHash, they have no issues throwing out millions of dollars to like Linus and stuff. They got a lot of money because they have a lot of users and they have a lot of fees. So they can afford this stuff. You know, obviously they didn't pay everybody back from the hack, so they probably have something hiding there too. That's not 100% accurate. Don't take my word on that. I'm just saying, take it any way you will. But anyway, let's do a refresh here. 31. So we are seeing better performance, so that's good. We are actually outperforming the non-shunt modded. The only thing is stability. Are we stable on this thing? Let's jump in here. No crashes yet. That's good. No crashes yet. Awesome. We'll let this go for a few more minutes. We'll just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, and hopefully we don't see any crashes. Then from there, I'm going to write these settings down, and then we can either try another miner, we can try to tweak this a little more or whatever. But 31.5 souls at, I don't know how much power we're actually using. It's saying 338 at the wall. We're using a lot less power than Ethereum. I'll just tell you that right now. I have a shower, come back, and the Samsung GDR6 card is doing better now, right off. Samsung. Oh, that's right. I didn't even think of that. That is Samsung. That is, okay, correct. That is Samsung. Another word on the street grapevine. Who was that? Magic Lucky or someone? Was that you, Lil Time Mining? Someone pointed that out last stream. That allegedly Flux loves Samsung memory. So now I cannot confirm or deny if it's the shunt mod or if it's the Samsung memory that's outperforming our Hynix. Oh, great. So this just opens up a whole new can of worms. Now I need another. I do have other eight. What do I do here? What do I do here? I got an idea. It's going to take some playing around. It's going to be a pain, but let's use Let's find a Samsung A2000 original right here. So I guess we can play around, do a flight sheet here. I'm going to point this card. Oh my god. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Unset. I gotta figure this out though. Don't worry, we're gonna compare. We are going to compare Samsung non-shunt modded to this, but we're just gonna have to do some flight sheet magic to keep this. Yeah, you should have kept your motion. Actually, no, it's a good thing you pointed it out, because that's very good information that we kind of probably want to know. Because, like I said, I didn't know it, but you know, it was brought to my attention a couple streams ago. Maybe it was the last stream. I don't even remember. But Samsung Flux likes Samsung memory better. So now we got to find the Samsung memory one. I got to find my actual flight sheet. We got to duplicate it. Where's my Flux? Solo, Octo Beast, T-Rex. Yeah, this one. Okay, we're going to duplicate this flight sheet. Bam. All right. So now we're going to edit this flight sheet. I'm going to need... anyone remember? Okay, I'm going to need to duplicate my sheet now. I need to go back into my rig so I know what GPU to get rid of. So we want to utilize, okay, we want to utilize GPU 0 and we're going to 11. All right, so we're going like this. Devices. So we pretty much need GPU 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So as you can see here, what I did here, GPU 0 is not here. So T-Rex should not utilize GPU 0. I'm going to apply those changes. Now we're going to add a new miner. We're going to add, we're going to Flux here. We're going to be using my Flux wallet. We're going to be utilizing, where's the pool I always use? What is it, miner pool? Where are you? There, minerpool.org. West, low diff, variable diff. Yeah, variable diff. Select miner, mini Z. Setup config. Where's the device commands here now? Uh-oh. List of spaces, separate device. Okay, good. So we just go this. So now we're just gonna go 0. So does that look correct, you mini Z users? Is that right? Why? What is PERS? What? That's weird. Oh no. That, okay, cancel. Go back into this. PERS auto. What's PERS auto? Automatic personalizing string. I don't even know, but we're gonna add this in after it, I guess. So I need a space, comma. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work initially, but we'll find out. Apply changes. Flight sheet, Flux plus Eth Octo. Update. All right, let's see if this works. Oh wait, we need to adjust our overclock settings still. Okay, now we're gonna go back into here. What are our overclock settings we're utilizing here? Test bench, we're still good there. So we're utilizing 350 and 1000. 350, 1000. All right. 350, 1000. So if everything goes according to plan, this GPU should be on Flux and everything else should still be on Ethereum, in theory. So let's see if this works. Oh, great. Here we go. Engage. All right. So let's just SSH in to make sure we got something. Okay. So now we need to utilize MOTD space watch because we're running 2 separate miners. We don't just type miner. 1. And we got to install mini Z. So we're installing mini Z. We go to 1 to see, did it utilize 0? No. Oh wait, what's this? It's just telling us what it is. It's utilizing, okay, it looks like it skipped GPU 0, which is good. That's what we wanted. And this is utilizing GPU 0. Okay, we set it up right. Nice, right off the get-go. So that one GPU should be utilizing Flux at this point in time. Refresh. Uh-oh. I guess the DAG takes a little while here for the Ethereum ones to go. Anyway, we got Flux rolling right now. You can see right here. 31.6. We'll give it a couple seconds. Now we got to move into our other rigs here. Refresh this. What do we got here? Oh no, we crashed on this one. Great. What crashed? Which one was it that crashed? GPU 3 again. Our shunt modded GPU exploded again. Oh, we also had an issue on GPU 2 up here. All right, so they're both crashing still. All right, fair enough. So that means, oh no, that means my whole OCTOMINER is going to go down soon if that one crashes. Let's go. I don't know what to do. We're going to have to go. Let's just put these both at 3000 memory. I don't know if it's a core issue or what. We're going to go back to 400, 400, and 3000 on both of these. Okay, we're going to do that. I may as well. I got to change the other one over too, so everything's the same. All right, so all those rigs are there. Is it restarting? No. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to reboot it with the hard reboot. All right, we gotta wait for that rig to reboot again. This is a pain. Okay, so now we're gonna try 400 core. I think it's a memory issue though. I'm assuming it's a memory issue, but they both went down again, so that's bad. Don't want them both going down. Our 3060s are rock solid. They don't go down. They just do its thing. Rock around. Oh, engage. All right, power supply back on. His vids are very concise. Who are we talking about? Who's concise? Whose vids are concise? What are we referring to here? MC. All right, are we engaged again? Test bench. Not yet. Come on. Oh no, did this go down? This one's not down yet. Doing good, doing good. That one's hanging in there so far. Hopefully it stays that way. All right. Give it a couple seconds for the miner. Nope. Nope. I know it takes a couple seconds, but I don't know why I constantly keep doing this. There we go. All right, let's see where we're hanging out now. So OCTOMINER 1 is hanging into, so we're at 31.83. 31.88 at 400, 300. All right, looking good. Now let's see what this is doing. Once it does its thing. So that's Samsung. So Samsung 31.88. Gotta remember that. Samsung 31.88 souls. Uh-oh. Oh no. Did it crash? What's going on? GPU 3 CUDA error again. Our shunt modded GPU is exploding all over the... It's the 400 core. It does not like the 400 core. I have to bring this down to 300 maybe. Oh no, now I gotta restart it again. All right, shut it off again. Talk about Rabid. Oh, you guys talking about me, huh? Talking about me behind my back. Waiting for the chat to go by too fast so I can't catch it. I'm just kidding. Oh no. This thing keeps crashing on us, guys. It's not going good. Not going good at all. We got zero goodness happening. Restart. All right, here we go again. Gotta love testing, huh? Testing's fun, especially when nothing works. Okay, is this one still going or did it crash? All right, we're still going here, so that's good. OCTOMINER rig is still ripping. It's our one GPU here, see? There we go. Look at this thing, still rock solid. Hit one. That's going good. Test. Let's get back in here. Connect. Okay. Give it a couple seconds for the miner to do its thing. I don't know, maybe we gotta lock the core at something. I have no idea, but what did we drop? We dropped this down to something. What was it? You dropped it to, okay, we're at 300 core. We need everything to be the same though. Just see what this does. 31.85. 31.85, and over here 31.38. Okay. 32. What is going on? The extra core is now boosting that one higher, but we can't get the extra core to work on. Oh. This is like last lap finish line. They're both going all out trying to beat the other one here. This is crazy. This is intense at the same time. Oh no, now GPU 2 takes the lead. What do we got going on over here? This one is 31.03. 350 core maybe with the 3000 mem. Maybe. It crashed on 350, but yeah, we didn't have 3000 mem at the time. Now look at that. GPU 3 takes the lead by 0.01. Crazy. What about here? 30.86. See, we must be on a low algo all of a sudden. Oh, now it's at 32. I don't know what the 31. All right, should we try 350? Oh, I hope it doesn't crash, but I really think it has something to do with that core being at 400. Okay, whatever. We're gonna go 350. If it crashes, it's all your fault. See what happens. Oh, making statements. What's going on? I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I was like playing with this card earlier, and I seen it having multiple issues. So I was like, okay, let's go live and see what's going on. So here we are. All right, are we gonna crash? Are we gonna burn? Refresh. So if you're just tuning in, you're not sure why, we're also on this Octo rig. We have a Samsung memory A2000 here, rolling with our 400 core 3000 mem. It's pulling 31.19 souls. And we're just comparing everything else on F. We're comparing that to these two here. GPU 3 is shunt modded, Samsung memory as well. We thought it was doing better, but then it turns out it might be the Samsung memory, which is why we have the OCTOMINER with the Samsung memory non-modded card to compare against, versus we also have the Hynix here. So yeah, we're seeing what's happening. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Things are all over the place. Welcome to the world of multi-algo coins. Where nothing gets easy. Okay, back over here. What are we at? 30.84. What? So it's not really, or 400, 2000, 350. Now we're 3, we're 4. 350. So now we're in the lead. But that's Samsung at 20, so 353, but we have more core here on this one. It's at 30.8. So it's not necessarily a Samsung thing. Now you know what? We can even add more factors in this because it's never going to end. There's always something. So now we could take this A2000 and say, you know, maybe it's a Silicon Lottery thing. Oh my gosh, guys, I have another Samsung A2000 right here. Oh, okay. These three are good enough. Yeah, we have another Hynix. You know what? We have 2 more Hynixes to play with. We have another Samsung one. Eventually, we'll get to the bottom of it. But for now, we're just going to deal with these. So 30.84 with the Samsung. 30.63. 31. What was that? 31, 31, 30. So that one's doing worse. The OCTOMINER A2000 is doing worse. What's the temp at? The temp's at 78. Temp's only at 78 on this thing. So it has the lowest temperatures and the lowest hash rate at the same time. There it goes. We fixed it, guys. Don't even use memory pads. Take off every mod you have on your A2000. They need to run hotter to run better. I'm just kidding. That's not real. Wait, 8274. 8274. 78. Oh, I lied. It's not the warmest or the coolest or the warm or whatever is. All right, back to work. Everyone here is the man. All right, making statements. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, 31.8, 31.4, 30, 30.7. So I don't know. Silicon lottery is horrible on this thing, or the Samsung memory isn't really the huge factor in this. So we got Hynix head to head with this. Now the only other thing I could do is I'd have to pull out another Samsung Hynix GPU, and I'd have to, I should probably take all my A2000s, throw them all on the test bench at the exact same time, and see what happens. Like, that's the only way I could really kind of detect what's going on here. Crazy. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, let's see. Did it crash? Oh, it's still strong. That's the right one, right? No, that's the OCTOMINER one. No, that's the test bench one. This is the OCTOMINER one. Yeah, so far no crashing, but I wouldn't talk too soon. But so far, yes, it looks like this is hanging in there. So now what do we do? We got 400 and 350. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I remember when we were testing the 3060, more memory and lower cores were granting us higher hash rates. You know what? I'm going to drop this to 350 and see what happens. Let's dump this down to 350 on this one and see if anything changes. 350. You know what? While we're here, we may as well change this one to 350 as well. Now they're all at the exact same setting. Okay, let's see what happens. All three of these A2000s, exact same settings. Yes. Back to the coal mine. What? Why do you always stream? Okay, did I miss anything in live chat? Scrolling through it while we wait for a couple updates here. TechBan, are you on YouTube? TechBan, are you not trying to advertise? But yes, Fredadvisor, I don't make a lot of content. Oh, TechBan's on YouTube, guys. TechBan's on YouTube. Search them now. Okay, what's going on? What? Whoa, we're crashing. We are crashing and burning on these settings for the other ones. So is it a Samsung thing? Is it a Samsung thing? Let's go to the OCTOMINER. See what's going on. 30.94. No, it's not a Samsung thing. Or is it? I don't know. So the OCTOMINER Samsung is performing less than our test bench Hynix and Samsung. The Samsung on the test bench is shunt modded, but it's also in the lead out of all of them. So I don't know. Can we confirm that the shunt mod is working better? Slightly? Now, I don't know. What do we need for settings? We could pump some more stuff up. At least we're kind of stable now. It does seem like our stability is here when there's no crashing. So that's good. So now what do we do? So the Samsung shunt mod is outperforming. Uh-oh, hit the button. It's not 69 watts. This is telling us 340 watts. Yeah, that's about right. We're at 339 currently at the wall right now. So remember, we are set at 88% efficiency within the Hive OS itself, and we're about 1 watt less. So, right on. We went over PSUs kind of earlier about efficiencies and how it can affect it and everything. And, moving from with this amount of power up to, like, say, a titanium, we could see, around $40 a year in savings based on losing about 27 extra watts on Ethereum. I've been on YouTube a long time. This is my second account. I haven't really tried to build it up. Right on. I'll have to check you out after. That's definitely a statement. All right, went through that. So let's do a refresh. We're still looking good. Okay, 30.9, 31.35. Where is our Octo one? 30.84. This one's not doing as good. What could be the factors? Now I wonder if I took this out of here and threw it on the test bench, is it going to do slightly better? Possibly. I don't know. Something's fishy's going on. How are you showing memory temps? HiveOS with T-Rex, or I guess it depends on the miner actually. Unless in Linux did release, or I guess NVIDIA technically were forced to release. They made it look like they publicly did, but they do have those open source Linux drivers now. I don't know if that is implemented into any of the latest kernels yet. I don't think so. But as far as I can gather, T-Rex miner, MB miner, most of the miners do support GDDR6X memory temps now. Another courtesy of the NVIDIA hack, I am pretty sure is. And then for some reason too, though, GDDR6 on A2000s is supported as well. I don't know why it's not supported on 3060s and 3060 Ti's and 3070s, but for somehow it is supported with A2000 GDDR6. But GDDR6X memory, depending on the miner, is implemented within HiveOS and everything. So that's how you can see these memory temps based on these different GPUs here, the 3090s, and I guess the A2000s. Refresh, so 31, 30.8, 30.92. So yeah, so the shunt mod is winning. So hands down, we got a winner here. But now, how high do you think we can get? What does what to mine tell us an A2000 should be? Well, not should be. It's just a rough estimate. 26.5. So yeah, is that right? Is that Zelhash? Is it Zel? Where's Flux? Let's calculate this. Boom. Ethereum. Here we go. Ethereum Classic. Pow. Flux. Yeah, Zelhash. Just have to confirm. You never know. Sometimes I forget stuff. So 26.5 souls hashes, but it's souls for 80 watts when we're currently putting out 31. So we have that beat. We're over that. We're at 30, 31 souls. Can we get more? There's the other question. Can we get more? You're using MB miner? How's MB miner doing? That's right. You guys want to try other miners. Okay. We can do that. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. What's G miner gonna do? Where are 2 more coins? Flux. G miner right here. All right. Let's put in G miner just for a second. See what happens. Let's see what G miner is gonna tell us. Hopefully everything loads and we don't crash. Oh, we gotta download the latest G miner now. Okay, hold on. Downloading G miner. Sometime this week it'll get done. Send me a DM. Okay. Is it a public DM or a fake DM? Is anyone allowed to see this DM? Let's see what's going on. Ooh. Oh no, everyone saw it. Oh, never mind. It wasn't in my DM, so it's just general. Ah, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Guys, there's a link to Techman's channel. Check it out. I did a bunch of digging and I found it. By digging, I got a DM. Okay, what do we got? Okay, G miner is up and running. Nice, nice. Engage. Let's see what we got. Tough crowd on the tube today. We got 47 viewers, 30 likes. Be sure to hit that like button, guys. You know what? I haven't. All right, guys, while we're sitting rolling here, I haven't rolled the ad for a few weeks. So let's just roll the ad right quick. Please don't leave. I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Crypto.com. Crypto.com is my go-to for actually using my crypto for real-life purchases. With the Crypto.com Visa debit card, it makes it easy to use my mined assets to pay for my power, purchase new GPUs, CPUs, motherboards, hard drives, as well as collect 8% cash back wherever Visa is accepted. If you would like to sell straight to your standard bank account, you can easily request an e-transfer, which usually shows up the following day. On top of all that, Crypto.com also offers trading, simplified DeFi, as well as staking to help you increase the revenue on your crypto assets. Join over 10 million plus users buying and selling 250 plus cryptocurrencies at true cost. By using my affiliate link in the description, you will be granted a $25 funding bonus. Or enter code RABID, RABID, at the sign up. And remember, crypto has its risks. Just like everything else, do your own research. All right, we're back. Awesome. Good stuff. So, you know, in these down times, Crypto.com is actually a sponsor of the channel, and I thought I'd point that out to you guys. Also, I do use them 100%. It's not just I'm trying to shill out Crypto.com. It's I legitimately use them for everything, and they actually determine what I do mine, especially once Ethereum's gone. What do they have listed? They're working on Ravencoin. They got Flux listed now within their app, and there's a couple other coins they got coming on there, as well as Cadena and stuff. So that does determine what I mine, because they make using your crypto so easy. I use my Visa card through them. I swap my crypto, my ETH, my everything straight into money within like 3 seconds, and I purchase stuff on Amazon with them. So they're like I said, they're a supporter of the channel. I use them 100%, no lies, and I enjoy them. And what's going on here? We are seeing less hash rates. Look at this. Oh, we're picking up now. We're picking up. Let's hit some more refreshes. But GMiner does not want to perform as well. Looks like our Octo rig might have a chance now. Just kidding. 26. So the Shunt Modded seems to have a decent performance boost on GMiner versus the non-Shunt Modded, but we're still not seeing what we were seeing in Mini Z. So that's interesting times for sure right there. Yeah, we're not getting the hash rates. We'll give it a couple seconds, but then I can try MB Miner right quick and then back to Mini Z, but I'm not seeing GMiner improvements. So let's swap on over. Let's see here. Let's edit this. GMiner, LOL Miner. Does NB Miner supports Flux though? For sure? I never tried it. Let's try it. NB. And NB. NB. There we go. Setup miner config is L. No, man. Okay, let's see what happens here. Zell. Oh, they don't even have Zell hash. You sure you're using NB Miner on this? I don't think you can use NB Miner. Is that a thing? All right, we're just gonna go right back to Mini Z then. Where are you, Mini Z? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Flux. Mini Z. This one. Gauge. Back to Mini Z. I am in the USA and use crypto.com for your taxes. They have all the tools. Yeah, not Zell hash. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think so, but I thought someone said they used NB Miner. I guess not. Maybe they're confused with Ethereum. Or maybe that's when we were talking about the LHR stuff still. I don't know. I probably caught on it late. Equa hash. Oh, oh, jeez. There we go. That's what it is. Issues. Oh, well, we're back on Mini Z. Okay, let's find out. Let's see if I can find that one again. Flux. We'll edit up this one, the GMiner one. NB. Show all. NB. Setup. Aqua. EQ. Oh, that's not there. EQ. They don't have any E's at all. Eagle Song. Hey, let's try some Eagle Song. We need an ASIC for that, but we can try it. Ergo, Ether. Yeah, I don't see any of those E's in there at all. Come on, Zell. No. I don't see NB Miner supporting this operation. Uh-oh. 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 What's happening here? Dumped core, PID. Oh, I think I just blew up my entire test bench. What just happened? Oh, you're mining ETH. Oh, okay, that's what it was. But Flux, Mini Z. I think my test bench just exploded. What's going on? I don't even know what's happening. Leave. Log back in. re-SSH in here because we got some. Uh-oh. It blew up. Yep, it blew up. I have to reboot this thing. Reboot? What reboot? We should have had, I should have had a reboot button so we knew how many times. We're probably in what, 5, 6, maybe 7 reboots now? Oh. Thanks a lot, Flux. Thanks a lot. Not my fault. This time wasn't, or maybe it was. I don't know. Oh man. Hurry up, power down. Motherboard still has lights, can't turn it on yet. There we go. Powering up. So now we just keep, you know, spamming the reload button until we see something. Engage. Wow. I think once Ethereum is gone and people are moving to Flux and stuff, there's going to be a lot of questions being answered. So we got to try to get ahead of the roadmap here and find all these stable settings before, you know, before we actually need them. There we go. Oh yeah, we got to wait. I always do that. I'm going to wait 6 seconds now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Good enough. All right, it looks like we're loading up. That's good. Yeah, I know. I don't rename some of them when I switch stuff. That's from when I was originally solo mining Ethereum, and then I moved over to go back to pool mining, and then I had like certain settings and whatever was in there. All I did was just swap the pool over, and I kept the same flight sheet name and everything. I didn't rename it. So some of my flight sheets say this is solo and this is that when it's not. But I know what they're for, so that's all that matters. Instead of trick you guys, actually. So like I can go to a flight sheet like solo mining Bitcoin. That's right, I actually am, guys. I am actually mining Bitcoin. I don't have a Bitcoin miner, but I am mining Bitcoin. I can confirm it right here. Look at, boom, Bitcoin. Look at the Bitcoin hash rate these things are pumping. Anyway, where are we at? We're going back in there. All right, we're up and live. We're running. Oh, it's a close race. Look at this. Oh, but the Shunt mod pulled ahead. 31. So yeah, Mini G is definitely outperforming some. 31. 30.9. So I don't know. I can say it's not really a memory thing. Hynix here, we're getting 31.28 versus the Shunt modded. Like they're fairly close. The Shunt mod is in the lead based on the exact same. Oh, we just lost. Never mind. Shunt mod just lost. It is no longer in the lead. Okay, now it's, oh no, still not in the lead. But it's all over the place. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. You have a few rigs on solo. Nice. When can we expect another CPU mining video? I feel like we haven't got one forever. Yeah, we haven't gotten one forever, and well, my next CPU mining video might be the video where I turn them off. Actually, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I got more stuff to test and stuff, but right now, like just the way the market is and the power consumption and the way my power works, I'm probably gonna have to shut my CPUs off. For real, I'm gonna have to. I think I'm going to in the next couple of days. I'm 10% away from my Bitcoin payout, and then I may shut them down, run my GPUs and stuff until we see the end of Ethereum, or if something spikes in the meantime or a new coin releases. There are some coins I'm still waiting for the exchanges to open up on to point my CPUs at, but they're not available. There's no exchanges yet, so I'm waiting. But eventually, once Ethereum's gone, I'll probably be shutting my GPUs off and firing the CPUs back on. That way, it's because running both of them, like I'm paying like 15, 16 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm locked in at 6.5 cents. But if I turn off my CPUs, I'm probably down to like 12 cents per kilowatt hour, which, you know, drops my power bill, drops my consumption down, and, you know, it makes it easier to maintain. Now, obviously, when GPU mining is pretty much dead, which is the end of Ethereum. Now, it's not going to be dead completely. Don't get me wrong. But I expect my GPUs to be off for quite some time with the odd single GPU testing here and there. At that point in time, I'm going to shut my GPUs off, turn my CPUs back on because I really think they're going to be more profitable at that time. And, you know, I'm just going to be bouncing back and forth. But for now, I do think I am going to have to shut them CPUs off. So I just want to point that out. What are you currently mining and converting to Bitcoin? How did you do that? I am on Zerg Pool. Let's take a look at this. Oh, no. They're going to see everything, Tech Man. Well, not really. Kind of. We'll see what happens. I don't know. So I am mining ETHEREUM. I'm at 92%. 92% of my Bitcoin payout. You guys can't see that. How about now? Kind of. So here you can see my CPU rigs. I'm mining ETHEREUM and I'm getting paid out in BTC. So what Zergpool does, I do have a referral link. If you're not in Discord, join Discord because then you can see my referral links and stuff. I don't know if it's in this description. But you can mine pretty much any coin they support and get paid out in any coin that they support. And one of them is obviously Bitcoin. So we're doing all this mining. It's doing the auto conversions and it's paying me out in Bitcoin. Now, obviously, you can go to NiceHash, get paid out in Bitcoin as well. But NiceHash for CPUs only mines XMR. XMR, based on the calculator, is one of the least profitable coins currently for your CPU. So obviously, CPU mining with NiceHash is a bad idea. Which brings Zergpool a great idea. You can mine a nice profitable coin, get paid out in that Bitcoin, and make a little more money. We also got some other things here. So I shut the Antminer L3 Plus off probably 2 or 3 times in the last month or 2, and it's back on again. You can see right here, Antminer. So Techman and I have kind of been talking, and we were checking out Fedora Coin. Actually, been looking at it for a long time now, just never got it to work or never tried it. But now we're solo mining Fedora Coin. And as you can see, we're smashing out some Fedora Coin blocks. Like, look at this, 22 minutes, 29, 35, 42, 45. This is ETHEREUM 35. But yeah, we're smashing out a lot of Fedora Coin blocks here. Like a lot. Like it hasn't even been 12 hours yet. It'll be 12 hours. In about 7 hours, it'll be 12 hours. So I just want to get an estimate. How many have I hit so far? So 1, let's just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. 37 at 3 hours ago. At 183, 37, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49 blocks, and I still have another 7 hours to go. So 49 blocks. Let's just do a calculator here. Calculator. You get 50,000 coins a block. 50,000 times 49. Is that what I said? Was it 49 or 47? Now I forgot. Fedora Smash. 50,000 times 49. That is 2.4 million coins in less than a day so far. So now I'm going to copy that. We got to find the Fedora coin price. Actually, yeah, let's just go Fedora coin price. We punch that into CoinGecko. We're going to put in tips. I'm at $7.35 solo mining Fedora coin on an L3 Plus in a bear market. I still have 7 hours to go for a full day. We could be around the $9 or $10 range here in 24 hours on a single L3 Plus. That's actually not too bad. So I don't know. This is just a testing purpose right now. I'm not sure how long we're going to stay on it, but it's very interesting. That's not bad. That's not too bad at all. Obviously, but right now I'm currently getting this all paid into Bitcoin. But yeah, this is what Techman and I have been talking about for the past little while now. Past few live streams, he keeps asking me if you guys have been wondering if you tried Fedora coin yet. You tried Fedora coin yet? No, I haven't. But you know, some people they'll come out and say, "I don't want to try a crap coin." You know, obviously they use a different type of language. Say, "I'm not mining any type, coins like that." But realistically, who cares if you're making money off a coin that nobody else cares about? That just means no one's gonna mine it. You can keep mining it and keep making more money. So that's okay in my books. You don't mine it so that I can. I'm okay with that. Anyway, All right, so let's get out of this. Back onto here. Refresh. 30, 31. And let's do one more look in the OCTOMINER here. And 31. So we hit 31. So overall, it looks like I don't see a difference when it comes to Samsung versus Hynix. We seem to be around the same type of operation. It looks like Flux does fluctuate in hashes. Actually, I haven't been paying attention to 3060s. Have they been fluctuating? Oh yeah, they're moving a little bit too. All right, fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. There we go. It is working though. We do have it working now. It's not crashing anymore. 350 on the core, 3000 memory. I would like to do a little bit more tweaking though, but we have also been around here for a little. All right, let's go to 6000 memory. Let's see what 6000 on the memory will do for us. More memory. Remember, this is supposed to be core intensive, but sometimes we find out that memory helps more than it should. Even with Ravencoin, some GPUs require more memory. It's interesting. Every GPU is different. All right, let's see. You know, can we hit 40 souls? Imagine if we could hit 40. Oh my gosh, these things would be Flux beasts. Poop to BTC, FTW. Yeah, for sure. Convert all that to Bitcoin, ready to roll. But oh yeah, I didn't point this out. Boom. Another thing I was looking at. Sorry, back to Fedora coin. You know, let's just go to the max. It's consistent. Look at each bull run. It spikes to the same point pretty much. So let's just scroll down. Like, what is that? Right now we're at like what? 0.00003. So let's look at this spike. Now, you know, this is like a 1 day spike. You have to watch it. 0.0016. This is almost, that's like times 10. Is that 2 decimal points? Almost times 100. So right now we're at $7 a day. What if we times 100 that? That's like $700 if we wait for the next bull run. You know, take that. You know, I know we look at things and we're like, oh, it's down, not making much. This is making quite a bit right now. Like KDA miners, Cadena miners, all these other ASICs. You wait till that next bull run. These things are going to be making you mad bank if you sell when you start seeing that price go up. So this is another thing. Like, I don't know. There could be some nice boosts coming here soon. In a couple of years. Oh no. Uh-oh. You guys, oh no. Okay, so it did not like that memory at all. Cannot go to 6000 on either. Oh wait, which GPU was it? I went, oh crap. I think it was our non-shunt modded 6000 memory. We can only max that out around 32. What GPU crashed? Is it 2? No, it was 3 that crashed. Huh. Interesting. It was GPU 3 that crashed, but I thought it would have been the other one. All right. Regardless, let's just keep that at the 3000. Looks like, I don't know. Probably go 32. Oh man. It's gonna be a pain. It's gonna take a lot of tweaking to do. And I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna put the OCTOMINER back on its normal flight sheet, wherever that is. Octo B Solo F T-Rex Flex. Yes, go. All right, that'll be back to its normal thing. Get rid of OCTOMINER. And now we gotta hard boot this thing again. What was that? 7, 8 reboots this time? 4,000 mem down to 35. Well, we can move it up to 35. You know, let's just go 35. But on Ethereum, we cannot push the non-shunt modded past 32 where it does crash. That's why I thought, you know, I just threw him to 6,000, didn't even think. That's why I thought it was definitely GPU that crashed, but number 2, but it wasn't. It was actually our modded one. Oh well, see what happens once this boots back up. Hurry up. Back on. Try 35. Fun times, crashing stuff. Killerfish, he's already shut off his CPU mining. His rigs are off. Right on. Like, I got lots of other stuff going on too. Like, I don't it's not like I'm still not getting CPU coins. Like what? I got the 2 nodes rolling on BitTorium, so I still have that income coming in. I got whatever, almost, I don't know how much I have for iNodes anymore. Not quite 5. I think it's 430 a day of Raptorium still coming. We got Pulsar staking coming in. So there's still, all the staking stuff is still coming in. So it's not like I'm not gaining any coins anymore when I shut the CPUs off. We're still getting quite a bit of stuff in the background, just not having to pay for power. That's always the bonus. All right, reboot. Here we go. We're off. Oh, I'm gonna stay. Oh, connect. Yep. Gauge. All right, here we go. Let's see if this thing crashes on us. The only CPU miner is so it does 2 cents per day in XM rig and same on Algo Ghostwriter. The only CPU miner. Which CPU miner are you referring to? Let me look. Where are we at here? Let's just have a kind of look, see what's looking at, what price they're looking at currently. Gauge. All right. So let's punch in some hash rates. Okay, where is this? Yeah. Yes. So 3900X currently. Bam. What just happened? Whoa, what's going on? Is that legit? Does anyone mine Pulsar lately? Why did it just shoot to $3 for a single 3900X? Is this a glitch? I don't know what just happened, but maybe Pulsar just exploded or something. I don't know what's going on. This is saying $3, almost $4. Move all your rigs over now. Okay, I'm not shutting my rigs off anymore if a single 3900X is making $3.85. You seeing that? What? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Mining pool stats, Pulsar. What's going on here? What's going on here? Pulsar. 156 mega hash. Oh, spike in price? I don't know what's going on here, guys. I don't. Price down, hash rate, difficulty's down a bit. Interesting. I don't know. I might have to swap over to Pulsar and see what's going on, because that seems insane. Let's just recalculate. Did it drop? Maybe it's a bug. This updates every 15 minutes. Oh, just updated. We gotta wait now. You know, another 13, 12 minutes for the next update. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. If this is, you know, what, after an hour or so, if it's still like this, I don't know. I'm gonna switch and see what it looks like. That's insane. If that's legit, I am not shutting off my CPUs. I'll shut my GPUs off, because that's way more than any of my GPUs are getting today. That's more than what a 3090 is getting. What's a 3090 getting these days anyway? 3090, where are you? 3090. There we go. Calculate, engage. Look at that. 3090's at $2.78 before power. Using 300 and some watts. You know, mining Pulsar. How much is Pulsar? Oh no, I don't have it here. I don't have it here. I can't remember my big tests. Pulsar, LHR unlocker, CPU mining. Is it on there? Pulsar, RTM, man. Pulsar, OCs. Yeah, look at. So I went through all this. This took a long time. You can see 3900X hash rates 3.6 all the way down to 4.5 gigahash. You know, looking for hash to watt ratios. And how much were you using here? 2.9 to 0.95. Hey, look at this. 87 watts. We're getting 69.96 kilohash at 87 watts. And this is before the update. I forgot there was an update. So we're around 90 kilohash now for like 87 watts. 798 of a hash to watt ratio. That's 3.9 and 0.95 volts. No XMP profile. So seriously, 87 watts making almost $4 a day. If that's legit, that's insane. That's insane. That's absolutely the most profitable way you could possibly mine at this present point in time. I think that's a bug though. I really think that's a bug. I can't see that that's true. I'm definitely wishing that's true. Definitely wishing, but we'll see. Video on XMR settings for CPUs would be nice, or maybe I missed it. I have 9900K, 5950X, and 2700X. I don't know anything about the Intel CPUs. I do have some XMR testing with, what is it? With the 3900X, I believe. I'm not sure if I did the 3950X, but you know, for the most part, quick sum up on that operation is on a 3900X, if you run 3.6, no XMP profile, which means stock RAM settings, so CL14 RAM can go up to like 3200. I'm only running at 2400 megahertz, no XMP profile, that's why it's stock. And I'm getting about 106 watts at the wall for like 12,600 hashes, or 12.6 kilohash. Now I can get upwards of 15,300 hashes, but I am at the 240 watts, cranking that thing up to 2 point, what was it? What was I set at? Like 4.2 all core at 1.25 volts or something like that, but it was utilizing and XMP profile. Again, 15,000 some hashes, but I was over 200 watts full system. So you're using double the power for only an extra 2 kilohash. Definitely not worth it in terms of overclocking that high. Even though people like it, they say, oh, it's way worth it. You get way more. You're doubling your power. It doesn't make any sense, but that's just me. Anyway, what do we got here? 32. We got 32 souls now rocking with 3,500 memory, so that's nice. 32 souls, guys. 32 souls. I'm scared to go more. This is pretty high. We were getting 31 at the odd time with this might, I don't know. We might have to turn this one down a little bit. I think 3,000, maybe 31 would be safe. But this one, let's try 39. Let's see what happens at 39. I'm scared. But look at that, more memory. More memory gave us a little increase there. If we could get the core down a bit, that'd be even better. Maybe on the shunt modded one on the bottom. Maybe. Let's see what happens. It die? It's about to die. This could die any minute. Is inodes okay? It should be. Let me have a look at inodes. Bam. My stats. I just logged in. I just logged in yesterday, so I had all my stuff. But yeah, we're. Christ, yeah, I'm down to 425 a day. Yeah, we should be good though. Inode should. Oh well, I guess I just logged in, so it's okay at least for that. But I'm still rolling through Discord, so I haven't used the Google. I could go to the little one's computer. She has. She's using one of my Google accounts to stake her Raptorium. Can't get in. I'll try hers and see what happens. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that later. What's going on? We're not crashing yet. That's good, but we lost some hash rate. We're going the opposite here. We lost, I don't know. I think 35 is probably a nice safe bet. Like I said, the algos are switching, so it's kind of hard to determine which one's actually better. I think I feel safer with less memory though on the non-modded A2000, but who knows, this could be good. There we go. Bam. At least we're stable though. That's the best thing. So 350 core, 3,500 or so on the memory for A2000s on Flux. Seem to be pretty decent. We're over. Oh no. Spoke too soon, guys. Spoke too soon. We crashed. I don't know if it was a crash right I think it was a crash at the other settings before I managed to get the new ones in. I don't know. Now it won't even want to load. Oh, it blew up. See? It's just blowing up constantly. Oops. I think 3,500 is our limit. We can't go higher. Now I got a hard boot again. Oh, rig off. Anyway. Do you see a future for RTM at all? Has there been any development on the coin? I think, like, remember, everyone, it's funny because, you know, there's a lot of people saying this coin is dying, that coin is dying, this is dying. Guys, things aren't necessarily dying. We're in a bear market. Crypto is crashing. And I think it's still going to come down quite a bit more. The bottom is still coming. There's a lot of annulus. Crypto's ready to pump. It's about to go up. No, I don't think it's not. We're going to see the odd spike here and there, but I really think we're not going to see the bottom for another couple months. So we're in a bear market. Things are dropping. It's just normal cycle. This is the way it works. So does Raptorium have a future? So answer that question. Yes, I think when the next bull run comes around the 2025 type of year range here, Raptorium does have a good future. If you know they're working on that video game, I really hope it takes at least 10 years for them to develop that, so it's good. But regardless of the game, NFTs are going to be releasing for Raptorium pretty soon. They do have, is it Polygon? No, it's Binance. They're going to have a Binance chain swap, so they have parallel asset with Binance coming on. So they are doing things. They have the Binance Smart Chain Raptorium token coming. Asset creation is almost here, where people can create tokens and DeFis and everything off Raptorium platform. So they're doing a lot of things. So yeah, there's a great future coming for them. So hold on to them coins, because we're all going to be, you know, driving Lambos. I don't know if we are, guys. I don't know if we're going to be driving Lambos. I don't even want a Lambo if I could afford it. But still, you know what I'm talking about. So who knows what could happen. Oh, got to hit the power switch. Yeah, I think it can do some things. Will Bitorium do something? I have no idea. It's, you know, a fork. Everyone's trying to fork something these days. That's how cryptos come to be, a fork. If they both do something decently, you know, it could be a quick pump in them. We have no idea. But keep an eye on the markets. If you see something definitely shooting up, don't be afraid to sell it and take some profits. It's okay to take profits. You don't have to hodl for life, because then eventually you'll still be hodling in the next bear market. You know, you don't want to do that. Well, you can if you want, but you know, just don't miss the boat. It's okay to take profits, guys. If you see things spiking, do it. I'm gonna do it. You know, 2025, I really think I'll probably be selling a lot of things when that comes around. Better have a lot of air. 1155 core, 5500 memory. Dude, you should be able to push core up. I was thinking that 1155. Oh wait, maybe 3600 mem. I did use 1155 core earlier, I believe. Let me check. But 400 or 350 seems that 1155 core, like that's a locked core clock. But what's 350? So we're doing a plus 350 when we go 350. I don't know what the default clock speeds of the A2000s are, because 1150 actually produces less hash rate than using 350. But you know, I tried the Ethereum settings earlier on both of these. We could try it right now. Actually, let's go 1155. Go 1155 here also. And it wasn't doing as good. So like I said, I don't know what the default core value is on the A2000. So if I don't know if is plus 350 above 1150, maybe we got to go to 1300 on the core, maybe 1500 on the core, depending where it's at. I have been swapping coins over to Firo, as you can stake it now as well. Well, yeah, you can stake Firo on, what's it called, on iNodes, because they released that. But Firo, you were able to stake Firo for years, like for a long time. What's going on here, Firo is an interesting project. It's kind of funny how more people are talking about now. Nothing's really changed on Firo. They got hacked. They got dropped a lot of hash rate lot. They were going to move their block rewards and transitioning away from proof of work. They're going to start mitigating it more to the nodes, because the nodes were helping the Firo community more than the miners. The miners just come in there, take profits, leave, and the node people were actually investing extra money into the network and, you know, actually donating and everything to the devs and stuff. So they were going to convert the fees over, because most of the network is now running on the node side, to the block rewards going a lot higher. They're going to switch the node side and the proof of work side around. So the miners would hardly be getting any block rewards out of Furo anymore, and the node guys would be getting a lot more of what the miner guys were getting previously. So that's what their next movement is going to be. Except now it sounds like with Ethereum ending and stuff, they may wait to see where all the hash rate goes, because if they can gain more security through miners and proof of work, then they might keep it the way it is right now. But if it doesn't go according to plan, they still look like they have weak security on the mining side, they're going to revert that back over to the node side, and miners will be getting paid less. So right now we're in a turmoil time with Furo, at least, because they're still in the middle of which direction they're going to take. And now I find it very funny, because you seem to see a lot more YouTubers now talking about Furo, people buying rigs for Furo. You're saying now you can stake it. It's like you just heard about Furo, but nothing has changed on Furo other than iNode's added this staking pool and swapped their Raptorium around a little bit. But Furo is the same as it was last year. It's the same as it was, you know, a couple of years ago. It's just Furo is Furo. It's just more people seem to be talking about it now because their dev has been more wide open. He's showing up on Bosscoin. He's showing up on other YouTubers' channels now, trying to talk and promote Furo more, as, you know, helping out after Ethereum is gone. But the chain the way it is has always been the way it is right now. So there's nothing new going on there. So hopefully that kind of helps. If you didn't understand that or know that or not. Anyway, I say it will not like it. I upgraded. Okay. All right. Where are we at here? Refresh. So yeah, look at our hash rate dumped 24, 25. It does not like 1155. That's where the plus 350. So that's why I'm assuming, like, I'm guessing maybe stock clocks, like we might be down under bolting right now. Like, yeah, we're only at 64. So maybe a locked core clock of 1500 or something would be good here. I don't know. Let's try 1500 on these. I don't know what the default core settings are here. I just know that plus 350 was working, which would mean 3 plus, you know, utilizing 350 is higher than 1155 on the core. Need like Afterburner or something to tell me what our clock's actually running at. 562 base clock, 1200 boost clock. Okay. 1200 boost clock. Okay, I just went over the boost clock by quite a bit. So we'll see what happens here. We're at 1500 on the core now. We're back. We're at the 69 and 70 watt range. So we're in the parameters of our 350. I have 0 ETC and 30K Raven, but 1 year profit show ETC being a winner. Well, if that's what you think, remember, do your own research, do what you think. If you think, you know, ETC is going to become a bigger pump, swap that Raven into ETC. You know, it's that easy. Same with Ethereum. You got Ethereum right now. You know, Ethereum has a chance. It could double, it could triple in the next bull run. It could go up nice. But, you know, Dogecoin, other coins like this, which, you know, obviously it's not set in stone type of coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're safe bets to potentially double in the next run based on the bear run, you know, the previous spikes. But other coins have the potential to go times 10, times 100. So do you take the safe route, potentially double your coins, or do you get a little more wild and potentially get a times 10 to a times 100 gain on what you currently have? This is the time frame where you really got to decide what to do, because those big times will be coming again in the next couple of years. So where are we at here? Oh, I thought this froze for a second. Connect, user, 1 miner. All right, we're still good. We're still good, but our hash rates aren't too hot. We're at 26. We went up a bit, so I don't know. Should we try locking this at like 1800? What's 1800 gonna do? Hey, why not? You know what? Let's go 1800 on the core because we like blowing stuff up. Let's do it. Let's do it. 1800. Has anyone used 1800 on these things before? Nope, we're the first. Awesome. All right, Fundwiser, have a great one. Talk to you in a bit. Oh my gosh, we've been here for a while. So yeah, we're gonna have to wrap up this stream soon. Let's just see if this crashes. What is this gonna do? I don't even know. We blow up. Wait a couple ticks here. See what happens. Skull. Yeah, we're lighting up on fire. The power's not really going up though. Does anyone have A2000 Flux settings? Let's just look at the defaults. What are default people popular presets using here? A2000 Flux. Nothing. There's no overclocking profiles for Flux set in. Okay, right on. We're in new territory. And we're not going up at all. Okay. That's not doing anything. All right, well, that's interesting. Let's go back. I want to see if the power changes. Okay, we're going to go 350. 350. All right, so we're back at 350 on the core from 1800 absolute core clock. And it wasn't crashing, so that's good. It probably would have crashed eventually. We're still at 340 watts. Power's not changing. $339, $340. Yeah, it lost a little bit of power, if anything. Okay. Why is your hey, we're just playing with stuff. We were trying 1800 on the core. We're usually around 30 souls here, but we'll wait for it to do its thing. Now remember, Flux also has multi-algorithms, so there are going to be a couple different hash rates. It's not always going to maintain a certain hash rate. Let's see, we should be back in the 31, 32 range here soon. Hopefully, unless we blew it up. No one has overclock. So look at that. We're the first one to test out the old Flux on this. So this looks like probably the best way we're going to roll with, though. 350, 3500. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Slowly picking back up again. But we were maintaining around 31, 32. Well, 30 to 32 looks like the rough estimate here. And it also didn't matter if it was Samsung or Hynix memory. They both were pretty much, pretty close to each other. And at sometimes the Hynix was doing better than our OCTOMINER Samsung. So I don't know. But this is strange. It's not jumping up like it usually does. Did we blow this thing up? No. Might just take some time, or we could be seeing one of them lower algorithms at this point in time. That could be a thing too. Using GMiner? No. We tried GMiner earlier and it was worse. It was like, what was it? Like 3 to 5 souls less than what Mini Z was giving us. All right, we're starting to pick up. 29, 27. With Flux, I would try no memory, 1155 core, maybe start power at 69, and after 5 minutes start bringing power down till hash drops. I believe, no, I don't think I can go. I need more memory. These crash. If I have 0 memory, minus 500 memory. Oh yeah, TechMan, you were here when we first started this. You need at least 0. I don't think 0. I think we needed at least 1,000, 2,000 memory. Yeah, I was crashing at 1,000. So we need at least 2,000 memory on these, or they would be crashing, which is crazy. I know it's weird. Originally, I had it running around minus 500, but then the Shunt Modded one would not work with anything under 2,000 memory, which is why I was thinking it was probably thinking it didn't have enough voltages because of the mod. But then GPU 2 started crashing, which was not Shunt Modded. And we gained more stability with the more memory that we gave these cards. So I found that interesting. I also find interesting that this is at least for the cards I have here, the 3060s and the A2000s seem to be using less power than mining Ethereum or even Ergo. So that's also crazy as well. 29, 28. So we're slowly picking back up again, but I think we might be on just one of those low algorithms at this point. Still no crashing though, so that's good. I really think I feel safer though with the non-modded one around the 3,000 mark, because it does crash on ETH at about 3,200, so a little bit iffy. Okay, refresh. Come on, let's get back to the 30s. Oh, you're taking forever. Let's just hit 30 so we can wrap this up. There we go. We're back to 30. Awesome. All right, guys. So anyway, we've been here for quite some time. So I got to go get things ready for future videos and stuff. But I appreciate everyone for showing up. We know what, maybe this weekend or tomorrow, we can take another look into this, because we're going to need hash rates on other algorithms here very, very soon, because before we know it, we'll be waking up and Ethereum is no longer mineable. So that's coming. So we got to be ready. Anyway, I appreciate everyone for showing up. I will see you guys all on the next one. Rabid out.